So I'm Cheryl Algie from Corrine in Northern Victoria, and I wanted to share this cute fun fold. I can't show you the card, but I went to write on a card for a friend's birthday yesterday, and I thought, or the other day, not yesterday, because her birthday was, she hasn't been well, so that's why the card's still here. She'll know who she is if she joins. So firstly I have stamped the, and when I finished my story, when I got the, that's all got embossing powder on it, when I got the card out to write on, I thought, oh, that's quite an easy little fun fold. Well, it's not little, it's, you don't, have I, just making sure that's heat embossed properly. You don't, what was I saying? You only need a half a piece of cardstock, but it won't fold to go in an envelope, so that's where we're at. So I've got some Daffodil Delight. I was doing this last night, so I'm actually short on time, so I'm going to get right into it. I'm not going to do, well, I don't think I'm going to do all of this. I'll just show you. And we do not carry these water painters anymore. But if you're in Australia, you can buy them at, I think it was Craft Online. If you just Google water painters, and they're only like $6 or something, so a lot cheaper than ours were, and they look the same. So, but I don't know what they're like, so I can't recommend or not recommend them. So just doing these little flowers in yellow in the Daffodil Delight. Sometimes I actually prefer to watercolor rather than use my blends, because it's quicker. It really is. So all I've done there is put my, if I run out of ink, I'll show you. I put my ink, I probably should have done the green next. I just put my ink on the, just making sure you can see, I think you can. I just get an ink block, a stamp block, and plonk it on my ink. You would have seen me do that before, to pick up some ink. Or you can use your re-inker, but I just think you probably waste a little bit too much re-inker doing that. And we need to wait for that to dry to go a bit darker and do some depth. And I might do, because I'll probably use this one. I love doing the tulips in the red. This is Poppy Parade. I may not have mentioned that. It's just so relaxing, watercolouring. I love it. Don't do enough of it. We might not do all the green bits. I'll just do these poppies, and we might have to get some more ink because it's a little bit watered down from when I used it last night. I was determined I wanted to do this today. We are going out tonight, so for dinner, so I'm under a bit of a time restriction, which is not ideal, because I like to relax when I'm crafting with you guys. And if you're there, please leave me a comment or give me a like or something, because other people have said that they haven't been able to like or comment. I don't know why that would be. And just give a little bit of, see, I'm going back in with some more Poppy Parade to give a bit of more definition. I'll show you the one that I finished. This one doesn't look as bright as that, but I assure you it's the same colours, so that's what I did with that one. I think I have trouble blending things, so I think I actually might have gone over that one and back again, or maybe I had more ink on my painter. There might might just go over them again because they're dry. Just, it's red, you need it to be fairly red, don't you? Doesn't look like I've got much ink on there. Might as well do the third one. And I'll try and go back to the first one with some deeper colour. Just maybe do it on the tip of that one, I think. Maybe down the bottom. It's not quite open. This one needs to be a bit darker. I don't want to spend too much time on this. As you can see, I've got one ready to go, just because I'm under a bit of a pressure of time tonight, this evening. So we'll just do, and I'd go back in with the Daffodil Delight and do the little flowers a bit darker too. Sometimes this is a little bit tricky. You need to look at your case to see where the leaves and petals go. So you just continue with that. I'll just finish this stem, I think. She says, and she starts another one. Anyone joining me yet? Hello, Cheryl. How are you? Thanks for joining me. Do you have this set? Possibly don't. This is just so relaxing. And I said I wasn't going to do it all, but I can't help myself. It's so quick. Just got to see where that leaf goes. Just got to, don't want to colour where it's white. No, that leaf goes there, and you've got that stem. That's the one that goes up to that flower. Sort of had to have a look at my case of my stamp set yesterday to see where it went. Around those flowers. And I don't know, but I reckon if I was doing this with blends, I reckon it'd take a lot longer. Now, where does that go? Oh, that's the stem there. I think. Yep, that's right. That's right. A little bit tricky, this one. And I like to go down the bottom a bit. Can you see there where I did that with that one? So that, because it cuts off the bottom before the stem ends, if that makes sense. There and there. I actually get on better if I, where does that go? Oh yeah, that's both of them. If I emboss, that's what I did with this. I embossed first, and then I embossed, black embossed. I used Versamark and my black embossing powder. I'm just trying to work out where I go here. Oh, that's that stem, that's right. And that's, I don't know where that stem goes, but that's right. I haven't coloured anything I shouldn't have. Oh, I did go in and make those darker when we do that. Now that she's washed her brush off, she's decided to do a bit more. Don't worry, I always do that. We've got plenty of green there, so let's just keep going and use that up. No, I didn't think you did, Cheryl. And I meant to show everyone my birthday cards. I got another one today from Anita, so I must put that up in our team group. Won't be doing that today though. So maybe next week I'll have more time and we're going to have Chinese tonight, so that will be nice. And I get a night off. Watercolouring, it doesn't have to be perfect, even though we'd like it to be perfect. I'll just do these yellow flowers again. Hope my husband isn't making too much noise out there. As long as there's not two of them making a racket out there. We've got a house guest at the moment. I'm hoping we'll be gone by a couple of days. We'll see. That sounds terrible, doesn't it? But it's been here long enough, I think. Now I'm gonna just clean off my green block. So I want to bring my trimmer and put that there. Oh, I don't want to clean that one off. I just want to do a bit more red. Where's my poppy? I'll show you how I get my colours ready. Sounds like Rob's going to have a shower. Just like that. And I don't want to make it too watery. I just need to do a bit of, just where the lines are, I'm going, I suppose you can see that. Going to just bring in a little bit more colour, just there. And the same here. Just down this whole thing here, whole petal where it's half open. And there, and I did that a bit darker, and we'll do this a bit darker, and just there. No, maybe a bit darker down the bottom. Not sure whether they get darker down the bottom or down the top or up the top. And then when I do that, I'm not very good at this, but I'm happy with how my other one turned out. So, and that's all there is to it, and done in no time. How long did it take me to do that? Well, it is 5 o'clock. I don't like having to keep an eye on the time, but anyway, I'll put that out the road too, so I don't. And then it's got dies. This set has got dies to die cut this, and I've done. I've done another one. I was going to do the 2 cards tonight, but I thought I might do that and pop it up on my blog so you can see that one. And that's the other flower that's in the set. What did she do with the stamp set? Goodness knows. Sorry, I can't show you that because I don't know what I've done with it. And it's got this, hopefully I haven't lost that. No, there it is. It's got this, this die cut here. That's what I've used to cut that out. It's a large die cut, and this is a large stamp too. So that's how I got that. Did the same leafy die for the both of them. Oh, is that the stamp there? No, that's my greeting one. It's here somewhere. Might come across it. be on my desk because I haven't put it away. Now, actually quickly put one together yesterday, and I'd made it before, but because I don't know where I got it from, I don't know if this is your design. Well, I'm sorry, I'm not giving you you credit because I don't know where I got it from. So I've done mine in, what do you call it, in Imperial. I've done mine at 5 3/4 by 8 inches. And then I'm scoring this at 1 inch. It's actually 1 inch either side, or 1 inch and 7, whichever you prefer. And is it 4? Yep, 4 inches, because that's the centre. And then we go 1 inch the other side too. That side. Then we have a band piece that is 1.5 by 7.5 inches, and we're going to score that at 3/4 either end, or 3/4 and make sure I'm got that on 3/4, or it would be 6 3/4 the other end, or you can flip it around like I have just done and do 1/4 on either end, and that's it. That is your card. Just burnish these folds. So that one, the centre ones are valley and the outside ones are mountains. Like so. The next step will be putting this on, but before we put this on, we're going to put a greeting on there, and I wanted a nice large greeting because it's a photopolymer set. Where's my block? I need a piece of lined paper. If you put it on your, this will do. If you put it on your glass mat, it sticks to that and doesn't let you pick it up. So you see, people see what I'm doing here. I'm lining it up on my grid paper so that my birthday is in a line like that. It's on that line, I think. Pick that up. And when I emboss, I usually like to do that in a different colour and then clean it, but we'll do it just with this, because then you're sure that you've got enough sticky to pick up the embossing embossing powder, because sometimes if you don't and your stamp hasn't been used for a while and it's a bit dry. Where's my card? I did, so I can see where I put the happy birthday. Oh, goodness me. Oh, well. Oh, here it is. I think it was close to the edge. Let's see. Yeah, close to that folded edge. Yeah. Try and get it straight. Put that on here, because you have it on the glass, it jumps around. Okay. Don't look at my grotty pad. Put that on a line so you've got a chance of getting it straight. Give it a good press. Oh, that looks a bit crooked. It is a bit crooked. Why did that go crooked? Must be my eyes. Well, this way you've got second chance. Must have looked at that funny. So make sure the birthday is straight and not going all over the place. That's better. Probably could have been down a little bit, but we'll go with it. And you take your white embossing powder. And I was hoping you could see that change. It's hard when the camera takes a while to catch up. So now I'm going to have to fold these back the other way. And guess what? You can't even tell that I made a boo-boo because it's just Versamark. Now, the reason I did that first is, yes, we're going to have paper, and this paper is the paper that goes with this set. You look up mixed florals online, you'll find the set that I think I might be able to find it before I close down, but I'm just under the pump a little bit. It's called Mixed Media Florals, and that's where I'm getting the paper from to create this card. And yes, the card that I made yesterday, it had a couple of mistakes because I stuck all my DSP on. You can stick your centre ones on. And this paper has got a lot of, or a few sheets of black and white, which is great. I don't know, I reckon they've changed, or I reckon they've got the seal and the seal place mixed up, because my seal has been tearing my paper. I don't know which way up that is. Let me just compare. Yeah, that's right. So we can stick down the centre ones, and they are 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 by 5 1/2. But we need to put the band underneath the other paper, because we don't want to see it where it's joined, do we? And the beauty of this is you can measure. Let me just get that off there. You can measure up how far you want that. We actually have to keep in mind that we want our tulips. I reckon I might want it up about there. Not sure. This is a bit of an experiment because I haven't made this particular card before. I need to have that there, and perhaps that there. That might be how it has to go. So therefore, that can probably come down a little bit actually. I'm doing that. Just trying to figure this out. The other one I had 3/8 up, but this one is more than that. That's all right. I'm going to do at this measurement, which is 1 3/4. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to measure 1 3/4, 1 3/4 up from here. Can we see? So I'm going to put a mark here, and I don't even have to rub that off because our DSP is going to go over the top. And by doing that, I can get my this exactly where I want it. So line your fold up with that fold, and then line that up with that fold, with that mark, and that up with that mark. Then all we do is flip this over and pop some glue. Is there any glue in here? I have trouble with this glue not coming out for me. Oh no, it's going to come out today. Must be warm today. So line that up there, line that up there, and on that pencil mark there. Make sure it's straight. Give that a second. Well, it doesn't matter because we can do this one while we're giving that a second. Just got to make sure it's straight, that's all. So that's straight like that. And then we're just going to put our paper over the top. I did try different colour versions with this, but I really like the black. It is very striking, especially with the red. Pop your paper, your DSP over this. Probably should have seen if it was correct before I did all this. Oh well. So we've got that, and see how it pops out like that. So when you post it, you post it flat, okay? And then when the person opens it, it goes like that. Isn't that cool? And then we've got to kind of work this out. I wonder if I put it a little bit sideways, maybe. Don't know. Like that. Can't see it if I do that, can you? Maybe to the side, but not over the fold, because you don't want it. Yeah, because you don't want it over the fold. So maybe that was straight. That's like that. Just wondering if I'm going to do a bit of surgery here. I think I might be doing the wrong thing, but I'm going to do it anyway, so that I can put this a bit the other side of my flowers. So if I do that and that, and then if I put this, so this is poking out here. I think I might like that. Oops. If I put it around the right way would be good. So I can hide where I've cut that off and pop that there. I'm thinking a little bit symmetrical, but I think what I might do now, so I don't have to move anything, is put some tear and tape across. Didn't quite get that enough. But there, am I going to see that? Oh, that looks good. Looks good, if I do say so myself. So then all I need to do, so that's going to hold, I might put another bit, just in case. There. I could take that off if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. I'm going to nestle that down there. And we're going to grab some dimensionals. That's a piece come off the back of something there. Where's the ones I started? They are here. And where's the ones I started yesterday? They're here. Wish that wouldn't stick to the back of that other one. A bit hard to tame these things, isn't it? Now I should texture that floral piece a bit. I'm just going to guess where these go for now. I need to texture my beautiful watercoloured tulips. Love them. I don't want them out like that. Maybe I want them out like that. No, I think I want them under. All right. You're going to go about there. A little bit top heavy. Yeah, it's a little bit top heavy. You wouldn't want to use, excuse me, might have to put a little stand on the back of that, or two little stands, because it's not gonna, is it gonna stand up? And then you'd put a piece of white on the back to do your writing on. Do we have any embellishments for it? Pretty sure we don't have any red. What have we got? Let's do a little dragonfly. I'm not sure whether you can still get these or not, but you can use whatever embellishments you like. We probably just even need just one. Don't need too many. I might just put one, I think. I think that's enough. Oh, I struggle to contain all these embellishments. I've decided I'm not going to buy too many. Just stick with basics, I think. I don't need every colour of the rainbow. So there's our little card. We probably do have time to put the other one together. What do you think? What do you think of that? And this is my little template I made of my other card. I'll show you the one. This was really quick because I'd already coloured my Thankful Garden flower with, I couldn't remember what colour actually, but I thought it was Petunia Pop, and I've used, what have I used? Oh, out of the same pack, out of the Thankful Garden pack, there is, see that one stands up. Might be where I've got, it's probably the watercolour paper that's making it thicker. But I do love to watercolour occasionally. And you'd have to make your own envelope, or you can cheat and buy one like this, like I did. And I won't show you the one for the birthday girl because that would spoil the surprise. Now this one, I'm sorry, I'm using retired coloured paper for this because I had already watercoloured it in Gorgeous Grey, planning to use the lavender paper, and then it wasn't working, so it just wasn't pleasing me. So again, we're going to score this at 1, flip it around, do 4 inches, this is, and 1, I hope this is the right piece I've picked up. Yep, looks like it is. So that one gets scored there, there, and there. And now this piece is our 7.5 by, what did I say? 7.5 by 1.5, and we're scoring that at 3/4 of an inch either end. And I've already watercoloured the other flower out of this set. Come on. Has got little flowers you could add too, which maybe I'll do later. Maybe I won't. No, I don't need that anymore. So I've already cut my DSP. So just use any DSP that you have, really. Is that how I want that? Is how I want that? I think, is it? Or is it the other way? The other way. It's the other way. So hold it back, don't we? Hold it. No, we don't. We fold it this way. Yes, it's the other way. Gosh, how soon she forgets that way. So that. Then we've got doesn't look like there's anybody there. Don't know where everybody's gone. We've got some paper. This is the, it's a hydrangea paper that we had a while ago. So, and there's lots of paper with purple stripes. I was going to ask if anyone was here whether I should use, and this is last year's, but I haven't even used it, so I'm not. You can buy a different pack this year. I wish they wouldn't change it every year. So I'm putting that there. And really, we just use whatever suits your card, honestly. Now, there. Going to heat emboss our greeting. Oh. Use our embossing body. And stamp. We've already put on the block, so we know it's straight. Now we've just got to get it straight on here, don't we? Why do I never have any room when I'm crafting? Always get myself pushed into a corner. Now, see if I can get that centered better than the other one. It looks very pale on the end of it. Let's see how we go. If we don't like it, we can flip it over. Okay. That's pretty good. Way later. Now cover your ears while I do this. Again, get this lined up where you want it. I've got a different flower this time. Get that out of there, not that you'd be able to see that. And yeah, we can leave that as is this time. So I think this time you might want that about there. So that's going to be... Just knock out, where's my ruler? Make it about, doesn't have to be exact, about 1.25 inches. So I'm going to go up from the bottom. Am I out of the screen? No, I don't think I am I? Or did I just pull it out of the screen? Let's go up a little bit. So I know you'll be able to see me. I do that. Put a mark there. And a mark there. Then flip that over. Have your creases, your folds together. Make sure that's lining up with that. Then flip that over. Have to have about 10 hands. Flip that, it moved, I think. Flip that back, straighten her up, cover up my mark, and then hopefully I'll just straight this end. That one there. There. Oops, I moved that, did I? Oh, it's got to come back a bit. We didn't have it on the crease. There we go. We can put our DSP on. I wasn't sure how that was going to look, but I was just like, you know what? It's going to be fine. It is going to be what it's going to be. I think it'll look okay. I spent way too much time trying to decide what to put with these pieces that I'd coloured. That's my trouble. I do it in colours that I think will match the DSP, and then I don't like it with the DSP. It's a struggle. Down a bit. Okay. Now we might try and do the same, but if I put my tape across, I'll have to be careful because you might see it. I probably do like that. Oh, this moves too much. How did I have it before? I don't like the bottom of that showing. It's going to have to show unless I cut it off. No, we might just do that. So, how can I stick that where I want it to go? Put a little bit of tape across. Where's my tape? I won't put as much as I did the last time. Otherwise, you're going to see it. Oh, and I coloured these in Gorgeous Grape Shaded Spruce. That's Shaded Spruce there, and those little flowers are in Blueberry Bushel. Okay, about there, I reckon. Yeah, I've moved it. You're going to see that. Need quite as much. Yeah, that's okay. So, to be a little bit careful here where I put my dimensionals. It's the trickiest part of this card. I've got tape on my finger now. No, I didn't texture my flowers, right? And that hasn't stuck. Gonna have to put some glue on that. Probably just there. Oops, I've got it on my fingers. Of course I did. See how that goes. And texture my flower. You can see I had a couple of goes at that too. I wasn't sure if I could do that without. Now I want that. I wasn't sure if it'd work doing that. Let's see. If this one doesn't stand up, we'll know it's the watercolour paper, which is unfortunate because I do love to watercolour. Now, can I stick one underneath there? No, that's on there. Okay. This one isn't, I might have had those the wrong way. Is that going to stand up? See, no, it's not. It's the watercolour paper. And I have got plenty of purple. Gems, I reckon. Where are they? They're right down the back, but where are they? Got some there. Those are the ones I'm looking for. Now maybe I don't want purple. I'll just put that on there and see. It blends in too much if I was going to put it there. It needs to be, it's white. It's white, and I reckon I've got some retired white ones. I think there's some current ones, but I do have a pack just up there because I'm pushed for time tonight. I will just use those ones. Oh, crash, bang. Sometimes the lid on this is hard to get off. I'll go there. We'll go. I always do that. I always put my big one on and then I struggle to where I put my little one. So there we are. What is the time? I've got plenty of time. I've only got to put my face on. I didn't go out today, so I didn't put my face on and put my jeans on. That's all I've got to do. So if you joined me and you're there and you're not saying anything, well, thank you. And if you're watching me later on the replay, please give me a comment and tell me what you thought. There's the two cards I did this afternoon. Which one is your favourite? I know which one mine is. You might have a favourite. So, okay. Bye-bye for now. I'll see you next week.